What's up, beautiful souls? I'm going to talk about wealth and wealth abundance in this video. And I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to start off here. Most people are stuck because they're thinking way too small. And people don't become millionaires. It's not because they're lazy or they're not smart enough. It's because they think small. And if you're thinking small, you're going to have small. Now, what I'm going to share with you right now is going to go over most people's head. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I can't believe that. Well, you can believe whatever you want. I know where my mindset is. So here we go. I was watching a video with Myron Golden. Myron Golden is a wealth coach, and he's extremely successful. And I'm quite fond of the guy. I watch several of his videos. And I believe the title of this video is Your Problem is You're Thinking Too Small, something of the sort like that. Anyway, I will put the link to this particular video in my description, so you can go there and watch the full video. I'm just going to talk about specifically where he was talking about millions of dollars, billions of dollars. So in this particular part of the video, he's saying that he met, wait a minute, let me preface it with this. I believe that he is worth north of $50 million. He talks about this. He mentions what his company's worth occasionally, not all the time. And it's not a flex. It's not a flex. That's not what it is. And the people that are offended by that are the small thinking people for their financial situation in their lives. One ought to think highly of themselves. Let me go there as well. So, I mean, I feel like him sharing that lets you know that you can achieve that as well, because he's a human being just like you are. So he was saying, Myron Golden was saying that he met a billionaire and they became friends. And Myron lives in Florida. So his friend came to see him. This was the first time that they really spent time together, I believe. So his friend came to see him, and Myron chartered a boat to go to this particular restaurant. And on the way there, his friend is telling him about his life. And on the way back, Myron is telling his friend about his life and his journey. So his friend's talking right now. And remember, his friend is a billionaire. They're on their way to the restaurant. And his friend said that he got a government contract for $300 million, and he made that in 2 weeks. I'm going to repeat that number. That's a big number. It's either going to get in that mindset of yours, or it's going to go over your head. His friend said that he received a government contract that paid him $300 million in 2 weeks. Now, in my opinion, that is absolutely and utterly sexy. But that's how I look at money and wealth, and that's how I think about money and wealth. He also said this. He said, my family business did $37 billion last year, and that he has not paid taxes since 2001. And he said that he didn't do anything crooked or dirty. He just played by the rules and made it work to his advantage. And I think Myron said something about, sign me up for that. Why would I want to pay taxes? Why would I want to give away the hard-earned money that I'm earning? I'm adding that. And so that's what his friend shared with him. So now they've had their lunch, they're done, and they're on the way back. So Myron's talking at this point. And I don't recall exactly what he said because I don't think he said too much. But what he said was this. He said that his friend said, Myron, that is great. And you're doing really, really well. But you could do so much better. I'm going to just let that marinate with you just for a moment before I say any more. Now, his friend went on to say, I can show you how you can be worth $300 million, how you can own $300 million in real estate in 6 months. Yes, here comes a repeat. $300 million in 6 months. Now remember this, I got to remind you about this before I go any further. In the video, Myron Golden is talking about small thinking. So when his friend, who is a billionaire, when he said this to him, Myron said to himself, this was his first thought, where am I going to get $300 million? And then his next thought was, that's that small thinking. It's not where you're going to get it from, but what do I need to do to be able to achieve that goal for my life? And so next, Myron went to go visit him. And when he did, his friend laid out the plan to achieve $300 million in real estate in 6 months. And then Myron said he's been studying that plan because he wants to achieve that for his life. Now listen, some people that's watching this video, they're going to say, oh, that's greed. No, that's not greed. That's wealth. And listen, when you're worth that kind of money, you can do so much, period, in general, across the board, because you get to live a bigger lifestyle. And also you can do so much more to help others. But listen to this. When you have that kind of wealth, people that are that wealthy, guess what? They employ other people. And I'm saying this because a lot of people don't like rich and wealthy people. I love them because they're my clients. You know, what I charge for motivational talks and what I charge for coaching, you have to have money to be able to afford that. So, but my point is this. Wealthy people are employing so many people. So many people have jobs and so many people are earning money because of the wealthy. So the wealthy people in the world have a huge percentage of money that is in the world, okay? And other people are making money because of them. So the next time you think about being upset with someone because they are worth so much money, well, first of all, they've earned that. And so can you. And that is the point of this conversation. That is why Myron even talked about wealth in this way in his video. And I'm telling you, I mean, not that I was, yes, let me just go ahead and say that. I was thinking small because I was thinking, you know, being worth maybe $1 million, maybe $2 million. But how about making $1 to $5 million a month, a week? Because he also said, and this is in a different video, He said that it's easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make to make a little bit of money in a long period of time. You're gonna have to go and watch that video. I don't remember the topic of the video, but anyway, first of all, if you're not thinking about wealth, and I'm talking about millions and billions of dollars, how are you going to possibly achieve that? You're going to stay on the struggle bus, and you're also going to be on you're going to be one of the thousandaires, where you're making 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, $500,000 a year, when you could be making 5 million, 10 million, 20, 50 million a year, because that absolutely exists. Most people can't even fathom those numbers. I mean, it doesn't even cross their mind, which is exactly why the percentage of people that are millionaires and billionaires is so low, because people can't fathom having that type of money. But let me tell you this, when you have that kind of money, the freedom that it buys you, the lifestyle that it affords you, and that is what I'm talking about. You want to be able to help somebody? My wife and I, where we are financially, I'm not a millionaire yet, but let me assure you this. I'm going to speak this into existence right now. 2026 is going to be that time for me, that I'm going to achieve millions of dollars for the first time in my life. I absolutely desire that, and I absolutely deserve it. Let me also say this to you as well. God desires all of us to live in wealth abundance and health abundance. So look at it from that perspective also. But what I'm saying is this: the more you have, the more you can help others, because you have so much more over what it is that you need for your life. But also, if you're talking about generational wealth, if you're talking about leaving behind wealth for your family, friends, because we're going to leave this planet at some point. We don't live forever, as you very well know. These human bodies, they return back to the earth. Look at it from that perspective. Also, you see, okay, so there are a lot of people, because look, for years, my clients have been millionaires for years because of what I charge for coaching and fitness coaching in the past. And I listen to how they talk, and there was always conversations about more money, more money, more money. And I was like, not always, but sometimes I was thinking, why do you need more money when you already have so much? You can always do more and give more. A lot of them, they have charities that they donate money to. And I'm telling you that people are always benefiting from wealthy and rich people. My clients, listen to this, they have people that clean their pools, people that do the gardening, fitness trainer. What else? People come and clean their cars. They have maids. They also have people that they employ that work for their business. So look at that trickle effect that's coming from wealth. And if they didn't have the wealth, they wouldn't be able to employ all these people, and they also would not be able to live the lifestyle that they do. And I'm telling you, being a millionaire, billionaire, it changes your perspective about money. And money is beautiful because it gives you freedom. It gives you freedom. You don't allow money to control you. You control money. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't view money as something negative, as something bad, because we all need it. Everybody's got to eat. You need clothes. You need a roof over your head. That all requires what? Money. So when you shift your mindset and you start thinking about millions and billions, then you can become that and become the person that you need to be able to achieve that for your life and be able to bless others. And that is what I'm talking about. So expand that mind of yours. Start thinking bigger, because I most certainly am. Because I certainly want that for my wife and I, and we absolutely deserve it. And I want to share all of it with my family and my friends, our family and friends, and we absolutely will, because we're beautiful, godly, kind, compassionate, and loving people. That's who we are. So I wanted to share this with you all to inspire you, to open your mind, to expand your mind, to let you know what is absolutely possible for you and your life. And if someone else has done it, that means that you can as well, because guess what? We're all human beings and nobody is better than anyone else. So, whatever it is that you want, if you're fine where you are, do that, be that. If you desire to be millionaire, billionaire, become the person that you need to be for you to be able to achieve that amount of riches and wealth for your life to share with your family and your friends. Blessings to every single one of you. I love you all, and I'm wishing you all wealth, abundance, and health abundance for your life. Remember this. Master your mindset and you will master your life and be able to achieve riches and wealth.